Going to come from the top, and there we go. This is going to start the final match of the week for the Luo-shen tournament. Coach is going to take point right now, and he has a Uzi. They should switch this up a bit. They're going to go with Nick and Rochelle as shotgun. That will be a Mur and Driz. Nico and Slade take an Uzi. Hunter's going to pre-spawn above. Smoker's trying to get a pull. Gets a pull, but gets cleared right away. The Hunter does land. Don't think that was much of a DP, but it did land with a nice quad boom coming out. Another pull goes out, but gets cleared quickly. Not much damage, but a nice quad boom, which should get some comment slaps as Coach is getting slapped. Some Smoker hits go in. That's a new infected. And he will manage to scrape 9% of the bonus off of that opening hit.
Reloading.
And there it goes. This will be the first tank of the game for Skyrise, and it will be an NF tank himself. Hunter's pre-spawned up at the bridge, spectating the survivors as they run back to the safe room area. Tank is still on the ground. They still have a spitter, so he should see it go out here relatively quick. The Hunter's going to go in. The Hunter gets skeeted. The Charger was unable to land. Free spit will go out and doesn't get anything, so only 1% more came out with that, and it might have been friendly fire. I'm not sure exactly what it is. NF is going to wait for his support to come up. He's first path, 60% frustration and dropping. And he is not going to have probably the cappers that he wants. Let's see what he gets. Smoker, Booma, Jockey. This isn't the worst, but they have time to possibly sack something. If they do it right now, he's second pass, 90% frustration. He's not doing any attempts to keep frustration right now. Okay, now he is trying. He's going to reposition. I think he's going to commit with this. This isn't the best support, but let's see what NF can do with this. Trying to get into a more see how the sight's going down, even though he's looking at him. Okay, now the survivors are split. They get a pull in safe room. He gets a punch onto Ellis. A 2-boom on the 2 in the front. This could be big. One more punch is going to in-cap. He's down to 4.3k HP. He's not being shot. That's another cap with another non-boom survivor. A rock's going to go out. A rock lands. Oh, this is massive amount of damage. They need to clear that Jockey really quick. Smoker tries to get a pull, but is unsuccessful. There's a double punch, goes in the corner. The Smoker missed again. A punch onto Rochelle. They're not killing the tank. He has so much HP. Another pull goes out. Tank is at 2.5k HP. 3 in caps. Only one survivor up, but he's boomed. And this is going to be a wipe onto Upper Moons. He whiffs one punch. He pops his pills, Coach. He gets punched again after the pull goes out. And this is going to end up in a wipe. And this is going to be a huge start for Skyrise getting the wipe. And Upper Moons is only going to scavenge 93 points out of this first chapter. This could be setting the tone for this match.
Don't be leaving me here, damn it!
Alright, now it will be Skyrise's turn to play as survivors. They did a good job on wiping Upper Moons. And now Upper Moons has a little bit of uphill battle. They need to get a wipe with this tank or else deplete all of the health bonus, so they only have to worry about distance. But nonetheless, you know they want the wipe. We do have almost everybody ready to go. The opening attack will be Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter. Again, we'll do a roster rundown for those that weren't here when we started up. For Skyrise, it'll be Frey and F, Ferns and Venom against Upper Moon, Slade, Nico, Amur, and Driss. Two teams that have been around for quite some time. A lot of them have been playing together. Skyrise have finishing the last couple tournaments in second place. And I do believe they won another one. And then Upper Moons, I know Driz has been playing with Amur and Slave for quite some time as well. So these are some two seasoned teams that have been playing for quite some time. As we wait for Nico to return from being AFK. We'll see who's going to get the first tank for Upper Moons. Alright, we're gonna have to reconnection from one of the infected. Alright, he already joined back up. Should load up momentarily. Hey, that's my spray. That was originally my spray where it was draw 25 or shoot tank or draw 25. Actually, it was my friend Joe's, and then I've used it, but it's really great to see it being used here. A couple of these hilarious sprays, but at least they're appropriate. That one's really good. Do we have a name change, or did somebody swap out? I have no idea, but his ping is worse. I believe there's a player swap. Or is that Nico? I don't know. I'm curious. Oh, it's Ozzy. Okay, so I believe they're swapping out one of their players. Ozzy's gonna get in there. So Nico is out and Ozzy is in. It'll be Slay, Ozzy, and Murindris, I believe, now. And it looks like Ozzy is a little bit worse of a ping compared to Nico's ping. I don't think that would matter much. But, alright, they worked it out, so I guess there's going to be a swap out. But again, with all the players only have an orange ping, it's really not that bad of a connection. I think it's pretty even for being an away game. Most of them coming from the EU, and a lot of the other team being a South American team. I think that ping is pretty good, actually.
Rochelle.
Skyrise getting a little impatient here, ready to go. I know this time being about 4 something, it's going to be late for them, close to probably 11 p.m. or midnight. As they try to find out if anything was wrong with the original player. Let's see if the finale is being played. See if the finale is being played. Nope. Okay, 1 through 4 it is.
Y'all ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Ready? Y'all ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Y'all ready? Yeah, I'm
So no finale being played. I don't blame them. It's not the best finale.
Y'all ready? Yeah, y'all ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Y'all ready? Yeah, y'all ready? Ready?
Honestly, I don't even think it's the best map, but nonetheless, here we go. We are going to go live as we get baited by Ozzy again. Well done, Ozzy. I want to watch people shoot things. And there we go. We are live for the second half of map 1. Again, Skyrise did manage to get the wipe, but they're infected, but it's their opportunity to go as survivor and possibly take the lead as the SI attack is preparing. Hunter's going to pre-spawn on top of the bridge. Charger's going to rocket but get caught. He does manage to land, but it's cleared before he gets the 10 damage. Boomer's going to rocket in and get a triple boom compared to the first team's quad boom. But so far for Upper Moons, they did manage to land 1 Charger. There's going to be a pullback onto Ellis for a little bit of damage here. Should get cleared. And they eventually do. But no one's helping Ellis in the back. Okay, Rochelle returned to help. And they actually took their first attack pretty clean at 97% HP, but taking it all the way down to 92, so it's practically even from both teams right now. Jockey's going to pre-spawn up on the left. They might want to get another attack here. There's still 5% till the tank is up. as the Charger is scrambling for a spawn right now. Spitter wants to land on something. Jockey's the only one up. They're waiting for the final spawn, which is going to be a Hunter. They're probably going to go quick. They still have 2 more % till the tank will be up. Here they're going to set it in. Hunter's going to come from behind. Charger rockets. They land 2 charges in a row. Spit's going to land as well. Jockey still has no idea what it's doing. Eventually lands on the Spit target, and that's going to take Ferns down a little bit more damage. But right now, so far for Upper Moon, that's 2 for 2 for charges. One thing to notice, one thing that may come into impact later, as it comes up, and OZ comes in the game late, and he manages to get the first tank.
Yeah, I'm going 2 for 1 here.
Smoker, Boomer, and Hunter will be the support for this tank. Hunter's going to pre-spawn on the other side of the survivors. He's going in. They're going to see if they can land a rock. The rock's going to go out. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful rock by OZ. That was well played. The distraction went out. The Boomer didn't land, though, but they did manage to get a rock. So they get the 24 damage and restore the frustration back to 100% as he is peeking over the top. He's going to throw another rock. He's still first pass, 65% frustration. He's only taken about 50 chips, not even. Okay, a little bit more now. Right now he has a Smoker, Charger, Jockey, so let's see if they're going to sack. They're going to send the Jockey in and the Charger as well. They're going to go for another rock. That's the 3rd Charger that lands for Upper Moons. It is during a tank, so it won't have a big effect. It doesn't get the slam either, but most important, I think it's still big that Upper Moons are 3 for 3 for charges, but right now they're going to LOS this tank, try to get a pull onto the last survivor and missed. It might have been a rock, but NF skeeted it. And now they're going to play the rage game, try to get him under the first pass, which I believe they will. 10%, 5%. Okay, now they should commit here. His support is retro. I don't know if they're going to try. They're just going to drop it in right now. Okay, he's going to go in. Survivors are going to press forward through the map. They're going to split 2 and 2 right now, but he gets 1 punch. He whiffs a punch onto Nick. Whips another punch onto Coach. He gets a punch onto Coach while the Hunter lands on the boom target. A pull goes out as well after the Hunter is clear. He gets a double punch. It's not looking like a wipe, but it's going to be good damage. It's another punch onto Nick. He crawls underneath the log. They get another punch. He's going to decommit here with about 1.3k HP, and I don't think it's a bad idea. Not bad damage going out right now.
I need somebody's help just for 5 seconds.
Right now, 3 sets of pills are going to be committed. As soon as they get this first survivor up, they will pop another set of pills. Right now, they have 511 bonus, but they might get one more thing to do with this tank, but they're all going to have to go in together right now. Tank should drop in to see what he could do. He's going to throw a rock instead. I don't know if he tried to do a drop rock, but it didn't work. He's going to go in, and now he's going to die. Oh, he does get a long arm onto Nick. One more onto Coach before he dies. And not too bad of a tank for Upper Moons. We're not going to get the wipe, but they're going to deplete almost all of the bonus, and most important, all the pills are going to be popped right now. And Venom is at 48 and bleeding, and if one more hit comes in, they're going to be slow the rest of this map unless they find a set of pills. Alright, there's actually a little common lock right now. Spawns are up. His following tank should be 2-2 with Smoker, Charger. No spawns coming from above right now. All of them are on ground level.
Going with the machine gun.
Man, I ain't doing too good.
Alright, Smoker's going to get a pull forward. The Charger's going to take it. They're going to get the spit. And that's going to be some decent damage going out onto Coach. Venom is now slow, though, so now they're going to be crawling. Bonus is down to 306. Right now, Skyrise is set to take a pretty decent lead here, just with the distance alone. But if they can salvage some health bonus, it would be much beneficial towards them. As they're coming up to go traverse through this house, there's another Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and Spitter. They have another charge spit, and they've landed every Charger so far. It's the first Charger that they missed, but it hasn't died yet, so they still have another chance with it. Okay, the Charger is dead. So they're 5 for 6 for charges for Upper Moons. Jockey and Hunter, both spawns are up at full health right now. It looks like they're just going to hold. The Charger Spitter died, which means they're going to get a Smoker and a Boomer.
Hey, I'm reloading.
And they only managed to take about 30 bonus with that attack traversing through the building. Hunter's already pre-spawned over by the shacks. Jockey's going to come in from a mile away. They do get the Hunter to land. Jockey's still pouncing around like a fool. The one boom goes on the pounce target after he was freed. Apollo goes back and wasn't cleared very quickly, and then a jockey does land for 2 ticks onto Rochelle. And Nick is about to go down, and actually they're just going to down him so he's fast. He was at 1 HP. But that will make Venom black and white, and right now Frey is hoarding all the HP right now at 88.
Man, this right here hurts something.
Hell no.
fierce.
Thanks, man. I owe you.
22% HP, 21% DB. Following attack will be 200 Charger. This may be the... I don't think this is going to be the last hit, no matter how well they take it. So for Upper Moons, right now, they have 222 bonus to get rid of before Skyrise can make the save room. Rocket charge comes off the top. They're gonna land a 2 charge! Oh my god! A double charge killing 2 people off the top! What am I witnessing right now? This looks like it's gonna be a wipe. The Boomer Stubble in the spit, and that's gonna be a wipe! On to Skyrise, eating the 2 charge off the ledge. That is 6 for 7 for charges. Oh my. What did we just see? So not only did they stop the health bonus, but they also managed to shorten the distance by 44 by getting the wipe there. But Skyrise just taking the charges in, 6 for 7. But they do have the lead right now, and that's what matters most. So right now, even though they did get wipe, the momentum may still be with them because they have the lead. As long as they don't let that death charge bother them, they got to realize that right now we're in the lead. We got to set the set the tone, and they do have an early tank to deal with. So I'm not quite sure exactly how early this is gonna be. I don't know if they even have to go through the fence. I think it's gonna spawn earlier than that. Kaiju is in there, that charger dies. Alright, as we're getting a few more ready ups right now, Skyrise does have the lead with 356 against Upper Moon's 93, but the question is, do they have momentum after suffering the double death charge on last chapter? They're going to sit with a score lead of about 300 and, what is that, 40... 52, 53, I believe it is. 53. As we wait for OZ and Amur to ready up. AKA Moscow Buell. One thing to notice, there's a lot of tank fights fought inside this little area of, I believe, this gas station as we're going live. These cash registers have been the evil demise of some tanks, so they're going to have to avoid them, as Coach is going to take front shotgun, followed by Ellis and Nick all taking shotguns. They're going to have Rochelle being Fern, the only Uzi. Trying to get a pull forward as the jockey comes in. The charger misses, so Upper Moons are 0 for 1 on this map. Pull goes out, couple fists though. Actually, there's some decent damage going out by the Infected, considering the spit charge did not land. They take 10% off the HP, and I still think that's a good average. 10% per hit is a good average. It'll be the second tank of the game for Upper Moons in the hands of Driz, and it looks like Skyrise wants to play a little chip game, see if they can get a little bit on the tank, as the tank looks like it's going to back up to bring an extra hittable in play, possibly, as the van is hittable on this map. I believe it's the only chapter this work van is hittable on any custom campaign that I have played yet. As they're going to send the attack in, a 1 boom lands. Hunter's cleared right away. Oh, the van's going to go in. Oh, it's going to block the survivors from going in, but they can just jump through the window anyways. And it looks like they're still content with staying outside, as he doesn't have the quickest route to get to that van, or to get to his police car in the corner. He's still taking less than 100 chip. First pass, 50% frustration. Spawns have just come up with a Charger, Smoker, Boomer. spawns should try to get above the tank as the tank decides what he wants to do. Alright, they rocket the boom and the boom does not land. It gets popped. Okay, so they're going to sack the boomer and the smoker. So they're going to have Charger, Hunter, Jockey for the commit, which I think is good for this area. He should try to hit this car and to use it as cover. To take a little as chip as possible. And that's indeed what he's going to do. He's going to send the car flying. Could hit somebody through the window, but it doesn't happen. Right now, he's in really good health. He's going to walk in with 5,800 HP, and this is going to be the commit for the tank. He punches the van. He's going to corner Rochelle with 4,700 HP, gets a 7 punch. He's down to half health. This is going to be the in-cap. Is the in-cap at half HP right now? This is going to be rough for the survivors. The support has now spawned. He's got another corner. He's down to 1.8k HP. The Hunter lands Charger. It's a 2-cap. It's going to be a wipe. Let's get it clear. And that is going to be a wipe going out onto Skyrise. Right now, the momentum remains with Upper Moons. They do get the double depth charge. They get the wipe for the early tank. Now it's Skyrise's. Technically, they're still on the uphill since they have the lead, but momentum is on the down right now, so they got to set the tone and get a wipe here, or else try to get rid of all the health bonus of Upper Moons before they can make the end safe room. All right. So, Skyrise. After 2 chapters, this chapter they only managed to get, I believe it was 23 points. If I did my math correctly. Or somewhere around there, since this is an early tank. But right now, Upper Moon's going to have the same fate they have to deal with. See if they can come out better on top. As the first spawns are going to be a Charger, Hunter. I mean, not Hunter. Charger, Jockey, Smoker, Spitter. Alright, let's see how Skyrise can do with their Chargers. Upper Moons was 0 for 0 last map with Chargers, but they did get a wipe at the tank. The Smoker gets cut, is not going to land. The Jockey gets M2. The Charger does land, but the Spit gets blocked. It is not going to spread to Coach. Good job by Nick on blocking the Spit. So the opening attack takes an 8% bonus compared to Upper Moon's 10% damage, which is not much. But right now, this will be the tank up into the hands. Let's see. It's going to be Venom. So it's going to be Venom tank for Skyrise.
Look out now!
Alright. Looks like they're going to try to sack the Boomer. After the Boomer tries to get a free boom, it's not going to be successful. Smoker and Hunter the spawns up. We should see the Smoker probably sack itself right now. It gets a nice separation pull to Nick for a tick. Now it's just going to go die without a slat. Probably indeed it does. So they're going to have the same thing. There'll be Hunter, Charger, Jockey for the tank committing on the inside of the gas station. But one thing to notice, that when the tank got the end cap, he was still at 3,100 HP. That is not enough damage if you're Skyrise. You got to get that tank down to much more damage before then. And right now he's hitting this car in a pretty decent space to possibly shield him from much chip. The van pops over. Okay, that's not in the best spot. He might suffer a little bit more chip on his commit here. It's about 150 down. That was identical to what Upper Moon's committed with. Should try to use this stop car for a little bit of cover. And unfortunately, it flies out of range. He should suffer a little bit here. Only about 290 off, so he's only 100 health lower than the other side. So this is going to be the commit. Actually, they take him down to 5,500 HP. All survivors stay together here instead of separated. He's going to corner Rochelle. He's down already half health already. And see how much he gets before the in-cap comes out. All right, he's down to 1,500 HP. He is almost dead. There's still no in-cap. The support's going in. The Charger lane. The Jockey lane's Hunter lane. Oh, it's going to be a tri-cap. It's going to be a wipe. Oh, my days. What is happening? What an attack by Skyrise. The momentum has returned with them as they go in Chapter 3. A great job on Skyrise, holding down to the last moment. Wait till the tank got down to 784 HP. Land the Skyrise. Most important, the charge landed, the Hunter landed, and then the Jockey cleaned it up. Great job by them. So they have a chapter score of 59, bringing the campaign score to 158 for Upper Runes to Skyrise's 410. But my goodness, some heavy wipes are coming out. So after 2 chapters, everybody, we've seen no safe rooms made. It's the only downfall of fighting in a small area, which is really Not much the survivors can do when there's hittables on the outside and so close range, plus the infected have above spawns. They have so many more advantageous spots on this custom campaign compared to some others. This custom campaign is definitely more infected friendly than survivor friendly, just like this opening attack. So not only the opening attack, what's the first thing you're going to have to deal with is a fire escape that goes down where fall damage can happen. Survivors can be separated right away out of the safe room, and they could just literally drop right on top of their heads. So probably one of the more dangerous attacks to take at the starting of a map.
Let's not shoot each
It
other.
looks like Ellis is going to take point here. Charger, Boomer, Jockey, Smoker. They don't got to spit. The Charger's going to go. Jockey does land outside. Smoker is not going to. Charger dies. Boomer gets M2'd. Jockey does get cleared. The Boomer's not even going to proxy. Oh, a quick pull goes out onto Ellis for a little bit more. And that will be the first attack dealt with by Skyrise. They managed to lose 10% of their bonus. I mean HP, not their total bonus, but HP. As they're going to jump over these shelving units where the boxes are to save some time. They're going to send a pounce in. Spitter was not able to get a spawn to get the damage, though. The Charger's going to go. I heard the Charger couldn't find him, so I guess he just got deleted. So that's a dead Charger. Skyrise took this attack very cleanly. Only 2% came off the HP from the Hunter. As they traverse off the top of this building, which will create a panic event. So we should see the survivors take one, possibly two attacks here. Maybe even go back inside, which they're retreating right now. As the final spawn is up, they're going to have Tri-Cap with the Boomer. There is no Spitter, though, and no Charger. So they're going to get Charge Spit for the next hit. We should see him go relatively quickly here. The Boom's going to go and get a proxy too, Boom. And the Jockey landed onto Ellis, but was freed from the proxy. A pull goes down onto Rochelle. Again, minimal damage, 6% more off the HP, so they have dealt with 3 attacks, and the 3 attacks have taken 18% of the HP off of Skyrise. And now they might even push forward to get this tank up before they get in a charge spit attack, depending on who gets the tank. Charger is up. Boomer is up. Spitter is up. So they get the Boom Spit and the Jockey. I don't even know if the Jockey's going to try to go in. Jockey is not going to land. Let's see who became the tank, and it was... They got to try for the charge spit. At least try for it. Charger's going to rocket right here. No, he misses his rocket. Spitter's just going to sack, and now they're going to hold the Charger. As it's the 3rd tank of the game for Upper Moons. In the hands of an Amur himself. It's going to be an Amur tank. He's still first pass. 100% frustration. Just started to drop. He's going to bring his first toy into play. As the tank is so early, it's really unable for him to bring any other hittables from the forward backwards due to the fire escape blocking the path. Alright, looks like he's content with this. Charger Hunter Smoker is going to be a support. He's taking 200 chip. He's bringing his car in. They are doing the best that they can to chip him. Alright, he's going to be down about another 100 HP. He's down to 5586. Oh, what a car hit! Right around the car. First, he's going to eat the car. Oh, they're going to get a kill so fast. They need to shoot the tank. Why did I shoot the tank? Shoot the tank! Oh my gosh, he's still at 5k HP. They land another Charger. The SI was a little sloppy there, but they do get the corner onto Rochelle. That's another punch onto Rochelle. What is the Hunter doing? He cucked the tank. Tank gets another punch. It's going to be an in cap. But look at his health. He's still at 3.9k HP as he retreats to get his car. This looks like it's going to end up in an inevitable wipe, as the Boom is definitely going to go down on that down survivor, at least if not the top. They managed to get a kill onto the Smoker. The Rock did miss. Right now they need to be playing a little aggressive. Oh, that was so close at actually hitting the survivor. There goes the Boom on the end cap. Now they're just going to get the kill. As Ellis is shooting. No, he gets turn punched by the tank. That was a smart play. Now it's going to be a death onto Venom as well. So now there's only 2 survivors left. He's going to have to pop a set of pills. They don't know if they're even going to get a chance to kill this tank. As the car goes flying, and oh, it almost very close to hit Ellis. Alright, the Charger does miss. He misses and the tank misses a punch. There's a pound separation, and that's going to end up being a wipe here. He's down to... Wait a minute. No, it's not a wipe. But one of the survivors got punched over the truck. So yeah, there's going to go. Okay, that's going to be a wipe onto Upper Moons. And a fall rock to end it with style for Upper Moons. Skyrise is going to bring their chapter score of 102 more points. Campaign score of 512. Yes, you heard that right. Campaign score of 512. And now it is Upper Moon's opportunity to see if they can take control of the driver's seat. As I did see another fall rock, just saying. And see what they can do with this. But oh my gosh, this is the second commit. I don't know. Skyrise is much better than this, but this is the second time when the tank committed. It had an in cap or a corner and nobody was shooting him. I know the Hunter makes noise and the SI makes noise, but you need to shoot that tank. That's one perfect spray. There's my draw 25 Uno spray I was telling you about. There you go. Okay, we are going live. Opening attack, Jockey, Charger, Smoker, and a Boomer. But alright, let's see how they're going to take this. Looks like Coach is going to, not Coach, Nick is going to take point with Shotgun. Emerge going to take front. Okay, they have 3 survivors out. They're going to send the attack, and that is a 2 cap. The Charger unfortunately misses for Skyrise, but do manage to get about 5% on, just shy of it. We should see a comic slap go out here, or 2, taking it down to that 5% more damage. Come on, slap up, slap up. Okay, nope. So 4% comes out on the first hit. That's pretty much most. They're going to take the more scenic route. So the SI should get an attack up on top of this roof.
Everybody grab a weapon.
Hunter Jockey, Boomer Spitter. It's actually not a great a hit. I think they should just go quick here because they're going to have an event anyways. Alright, no. At this point, it looks like they're going to save it, which necessarily isn't the worst idea, but is not a great attack for the SI.
Reloading.
Event will trigger as soon as they drop down on the top of that big rig. They really want to clear out all these commons before traversing any more through the map. And there it goes. We'll start the event. The Jockey and the Hunter do spawn. The Hunter and Jockey land simultaneously. Hunter's cleared instantly. The Jockey a few moments beyond that. So they do manage to get a little bit more damage. 2 attacks come in. 12% damage.
Go, Coach. Stop shooting me.
So for them to match what Upper Moons did, from Skyrise's point of view, they need to do 6 more damage with the next attack before tank. But of course they're going to want more than that. Again, this is an event, so spawn the tank. We'll probably commit the tank right away with some hordes, so they're going to take it safely. And this was smart. Exact for a quad, as they know this is going to be the try they get. They're going to go for it right now. They're going to pull separation onto Ellis, or Rochelle gets cleared right away. Hunter's not going to land. Jockey and Charger, nothing. Smoker's going to get killed at the end, but they managed to get the damage. So right now, even though Skyrise didn't get much more damage, but right now they are ahead on damage before the tank spawns by 4%. So right now, so far, it's in the hands of Skyrise in the lead. They need to get a wipe though to match it. It's going to be the hands of Ferns. It's going to be a Ferns tank himself. Right now, his support's going to be a Hunter, Jockey, and a Boomer. Boomad. I rocked it and he barely even left the tank's hands before it got skeeted. Are they going to try to land a free boom? They do get it. Right now he has a Hunter and Jockey, so the Survivor's going to retreat inside. They don't want to deal with any hittables outside. And they bait it. Looks like they're going to go back in. Okay, now the hittable's in a bad position. If the Survivors push forward here, they're going to leave the tank with nothing right here to use as far as hittables. But he could split the Survivors if he chooses to. I think that's what he should do right now. No, he's going to go back for the hittable. I don't know about that. Well, he's still first pass. They can't push forward. If they push forward, they'd be inside. So maybe this is not the worst play. I changed my statement. So right now he is down about 500 HP and bringing his car into play. Down 700. Almost down to K. Now the car does not go in the favor of the infected. He's going to go for a corner. He whips his first punch. It's unfortunate. Gets a nice double punch to follow it up. His supports are going to go in. Hunter gets skated. Jockey does land. The Charger's going to have to try to cover it. They're not going to get a death here. They're going to land a 2-cap in the side, but the tank's just going to retreat. And he fails his retreat. He had 2,800 HP when he fell off the top. He gets up top and does retreat, loses 800 HP for failing the rock climb or the wall climb out, though. The survivors are going to play it a little safe. I think they know he's got a lot of health left. All right, they're going to recommit it here. He's down to 10%. It's about to go out. He's not going to land that. Oh, the smoker, unfortunate. And I think that might be all. And that was a nice turn punch, but that's the most the tank's going to get out of that. All right, a 1 boom's going to follow it up. Hunter should just go respawn. So that is the tank. The tank dealt with. They're not going to get any in caps, actually. They're going to pop 2 sets of pills. And right now, Upper Moons is now in the driver's seat on map 3 and set to make some good points here if they can manage to make the safe room. They're going to set for a wall kick up in the top. I don't think they're going to get it, though. They're going to try to reposition. They do have a charger for this. They know the spitter is pre-spawn. They're trying to pick it. Oh, the hunter does eventually land. The spitter's coming. It's going to be some good damage. Get the stumble. That was a beautiful stumble inside. And a jockey separation. It's going to be an in cap. Good play there by Skyrise. Great attack. They get us an in cap onto Slay, who is one of their more high HP survivors. And that will be another set of pills. And most important, the DB is broken into. When the DB is at 100% and you are in capped on zone mod, once you are picked up, it is 5% off the DB. So every time a survivor gets in capped, it will be 5 points off the DB as well.
Watch out!
As spawns come up with a hunter, a smoker, a boomer, and spitter. Bonus is sitting at 664 right now. It came down. I believe it was at 900 before that spit attack.
I'm reloading.
They are about halfway through the map. There's still quite a few choke points to take. And there's one coming up right here. They're going to try for a free boom. A nice one free boom. Hunter is going to land as well with the smoker. Nice 2-cap. Spit stumbled. Unfortunately, the boomer stumbled the survivor out of the spit. But they managed to take the bonus from 43.3% down to 37.9%. And right now, Skyrise had the lead up until this moment. Now it is official. Upper Moons have taken a lead. This is 700 distance, so there is not much more as far as distance to make. Oh, it's so dark. As spawns are coming up, I don't believe they're going to be able to take the top choke point clean. No, indeed they're not. Charger, boomer, jockey, spitter are up. They land another charger. The spitter's going to land as well. It should be a jockey separation. This is probably going to be another in cap. And that's going to be a lot of DB broken into. Spit separation on the bottom. It's going to be even more. They're going to boom one of the top survivors. Boomer should stay right on the ladder. They get another boom. Jockey's going to troll this a little bit. And actually, that might be close to a death. No, they're going to save him. Jockey's not going to be able to do anything. That was so close. They might try to troll it to get a death. No, they're not. Okay, they're going to let the pickup happen. I think it's a smart play. They got the most that they can out of that. But that is a good example of the close quarters that this map has and how much damage can go out in short periods. Two attacks can do to the survivors, taking them all the way down to 330 bonus, 74% map progression. Oh, just flew through way too fly there. Sorry. Charger misses. Some stumble and spit though. Hunter gets skeeted. And they're going to hold on to that spitter because I do believe the charger was the first thing to die, so they should get another one. But right now, the survivors are just the distance alone will give them a slight lead going into map 4. They do have a bit of bonus they're still holding on to as they come up to the end of this tunnel.
Oh, man.
They do have to go up this ladder, which will be very dangerous. Booma, Spitter, Hunter, and the jockey. The boomer, I believe, was robbed there. The boomer does get popped. This is going to be the attack. Spit goes out. The Hunter DP lands. Jockey separation on the bottom. Oh, no. It's unfortunate for Upper Moons. They're going to lose all of their bonus here.
Need some help.
That was almost a wipe.
Thanks, man. I owe you.
And I have the feeling they are not going to go down and pick up
Weapons.
OZ, I think OZ is going to be left for dead, literally.
Reload.
Clay is at 1 HP. This is probably going to be the death onto Upper Moons from this next attack. They have a Smoker Charger Boomer Jockey for the following attack as Rochelle is screaming aimlessly downstairs for help, which she's not going to get.
Man, it's been a long time since I have felt this bad.
Alright, this could be the wipe attack coming in here. The Smoker pulls separation. Charger lands. They do clear the Smoker before the ink cap goes out. The Jockey lands on the Boom Survivor. Did he clear him before the caps goes out? No, he decides to clear the Charge Survivor instead, and now he's alone. Standing, I mean. He has another helper on the ground, but... And that's going to end it. Maybe that's... Nope, that's going to be a wipe. Alright. So Upper Moons get a chapter score of 619 and a campaign score of 771 to Skyrise's 512. So we're looking at it slightly over a 250 point game, I believe, like 260 something. Sure does seem like it, doesn't it? Are we watching a death toll game? Is that what we're watching right now? Or Blood Harvest? Alright, as we walk into the final chapter of the final match of the week of the Luo-shen Invitational Tournament, played on Detour ahead. Skyrise and Upper Moon. Right now, Upper Moon will have the lead just slightly. It will be, let's see, 259 points delta for Skyrise to make up here. And, or if you're rooting for Upper Moons, it will be a 259 point lead. Opening attack, Spitter, Smoker, a Boomer, and the Hunter. This isn't the worst attack, but also not the best. In other words, it's a retro attack accompanied by the Spitter. Should see this go relatively quick as we have a tank at 56% of the way through the map. Alright, we're seeing a little bit of baiting going out here. Coach is taking point with Shotgun. OZ has taken the top spawns away from the Infect. They're going to go and they're going to try to pull him down. They get the pull on him. They get the pounce on him. They get the spit on him. And that's what they wanted to do. So, as far from Skyrise's perspective, it was a successful hit. I think the Boomer did die out of order than the way that they wanted. So I do believe, I don't know if it was a quad sack attempt, but I think they're going to get tri-cap with spit for the next hit.
Reloading.
Isn't the worst. They'll have Charger. Jockey's the first spawn up. Charger is the second up. There is the Hunter. There's a Spitter. So they get tri-cap with spit. No Smoker. Hunter's going to pre-spawn. Looks like they're going to go for a wall kick for damage. Hunter's already jumping. There it goes. The Hunter gets caught on a few things. Eventually does land before it's cleared. The Charger... Oh, the spit was late. And the Charger got melted before it was able to reach the telephone pole and get the stumble onto the Survivor team. So good job by Upper Moons, taking 2 SI attacks and only have suffered 5% of their total bonus so far. Technically it's 3.3% of the total bonus, but we'll go by HP. It's down to 5% from its total 100 at the current moment. Spawns are up in rotation. It's going to be Charger, Boomer, Hunter, and a Smoker.
Let's head down this road.
Reloading!
Reloading.
Weapons over here. Reload.
This right here messed some shit up.
As they hold back, putting their back to the wall. They know there's no spawns behind them in this area. No infected should go, though. They should wait for the survivors to come on their terms. Now they will take one more SI attack before they have to start an event and run back anyways. This is a rather long map, as they do have an event horde to hold out, which is pretty long as well. Plus walking along the long bridge, as they're going to have actually a pull goes forward. Hunter does land. The Charger took the pull target, gets one slam, followed by a triple boom. Very nice by Skyrise. You would have liked to see the SI a little bit more in sync there. That might have been a massive amount of damage if they could land it, but still the Charge takes the pull target, gets a slam for it. I think they'll be very happy with that, getting OZ down. Slay still sitting at 100. OZ sitting at 44. Summer at 99, and Amur is at 91 as well. So there's the event started. They should do the run back. Actually, I think they know the spawns are up, and I think they think it's too dangerous, so they're going to wait here. And I don't think this is the worst idea, but it is still dangerous to take attacks here. Let's see what they want to do. They're doing a pretty good job on blocking all the SI spawns. They are frantically. The Hunter's not able to get a spawn. Okay, it is given there. The Hunter is not able to even help in the attack. They get a charge, which eventually ends in it. What?
This is getting serious as a heart attack.
Huh? Wait, what? Okay, well, Summer just fell off. I just flat out fell off. Alright. I know why that happened, but it shouldn't happen, but either way, that is a death onto one of the Upper Moon's teammates. Summer falls off. He hung himself. Well, he didn't hang himself, but either way, the attack's going in right now. One boom goes out. The pull goes out. The charger eventually does end up missing. The boomer stumble frees the pull targets. Smoker pulls again. So basically, there's a little platform down there which the infected can walk on, but the survivors can't, which means it automatically breaks. And a survivor got hung off that, so since there was a ledge that the survivor think it could fall on, the game thought it was safe and relieved him from being hung. Just like if you hang yourself above the ground where you won't take fall damage, you will automatically release yourself. So that was an example of maybe bad map design on having a ledge like that to fall, where in versus mode, it's an instant kill for simply getting hung. The boom is unsuccessful on the free boom as they are running backward. It is going to be a freight tank, the final tank for Skyrise. There's only 3 survivors, so right now Skyrise is in control. The Charger's trying to land. He does land. Looks like he went for an angle for some sort of death charge. I don't think he can even get it. But right now they just want to get a tri-cap without the Charger. They went Hunter, Smoker, Jockey for sure, and they want to send this big guy in. And yes, he did not kill himself. He actually ended up getting hung and then falling off after relieving himself from being hung. Unfortunate that it did happen. But right now, we are going to see Frey's tank Myco AI here. They are doing everything they can. I don't know if they can pull it off, though. Frey might be able to peek through the building around the corner. Actually, no, I don't think he's going to get to. I think this is AI for sure. I don't think there's an effective ladder on this trailer. He has to walk behind. 40% and dropping. 30. He should be able to get a little bit of rage here. He does. But when Coach goes around the corner, they're going to try to peek through the... Nope. Nope, it's AI. Nope, they're giving him rage to try to get Chip. Okay, so Frey's going to keep his tank. But they have a lot of wide open space. Oh, that car's... Okay, they have big separation right on to Nick. Nick should get pounced. Alright, Nick, see if Nick can do anything. He has 2 SI come for him. Oh, he keeps the Hunter! But he's got to get the Jockey. Can he get the Jockey as well? Oh, Nick gets pulled. Oh, he does clear it. They get it clear. What a job by Nick. That was so huge. He does get a punch on a Nick. And now this tank is left alone with 2k HP. And now he just hit a ball out of play. This is going to be a dead tank. Maybe one more. No. Oh, no. For Skyrise.
Keep me tight.
They had the separation, all the SI just needed to get him, and they were unable to do it. Good job by Nick on dodging SI enough for his teammates to be able to rejoin him and clear the Smoker. Alright, they do get a 1 boom. The Charger does miss. Boomer gets popped. Charger dies. Spit goes out, so now they'll have tri-cap without a... No, wait a minute. Yeah, they'll have tri-cap without a Charger. Hunter's the first spawn up. Spitter's going to respawn. It took his 98 HP up to 99.
Here you go.
Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, Spitter. So this isn't the best attack, but there's 3. Like, you get a wall kick Spit there. The other SI were not quite ready. The Jockey misses keeping him in Spit, but a pull goes back out. And that was big, actually, because now what they have done is they're going to pop their last set of pills, but Slay is slow. And that is what they needed. So right now, Skyrise will get at least 1 more attack before the points will start to progress. So this will be big. If they can get the wipe here, it's basically a wipe at the tank. And it's going to be a 2-2. There's the charger spawns up above. He surfs on Nick's head. It's unfortunate for them. The hunter does land. The spit misses completely. The boomer dies. The spitter's going to die. And they are going to live for at least one more attack, as Skyrise will now have a quad with this incoming attack. And the points have still not gone up yet, and now they have resumed. Okay, so now the points are all plus from here, so it'll no longer be officially a tank wipe, since they didn't wipe at the tank. But if they died before they start progressing on the campaign for more points, I consider it all the same. All right, they're getting ready to send it in. Hunter is pre-spawned on the other side of the fence. I think somebody have seen him. Okay, they're starting to chase him down. Hunter has to retreat. He's lost 30 HP. Jockey is still really undecided. Hunter is down to 118 HP, not 1100. Respawns goes up to 184. Alright, this is going to be an attempt there. The charger misses. The pole goes forward. It's cleared. Jockey gets M2'd. Hunter comes in a little late. Takes the pole target. And Upper Moon survives a quad attempt. Right now, these are good points for them. This chapter is 700 distance. And right now, they are 50 points away of making Skyrise have to make the safe room with all the survivors. They'll have to take one more attack before they can get to that threshold. And it's going to be a 2-2. Charger, Jockey, they go. The Jockey lands. Charger misses again when just rocket charges out of the hole, basically.
I've got it.
There'll be a dead Charger. Boomer's going to rocket in. We should see the spitter die, and they're going to get another quad try.
Burn and go.
All right. So they have officially made it past that 700-point delta I was telling you about. Spawns are about to be fully up, so this will be a quad attempt as the survivors have progressed 85% of the way through the map. They have a little bit more of a close quarter area to take care of. This will be more favorable for the hunter and the charger and the jockey. It'll be a lot more difficult for the smoker to assist here. So we may see them wait to come out of this room and hit them as soon as they're traversing to the next, to at least have the smoker be able to help. Coach is taking point. Amur is still bleeding, down to 12 HP. OZ at 21, Slay at 29. Alright, Hunter is pre-spawned. Alright, they're going to take a Choco into the room where the forklift is. They are just taking it slow as possible. Alright, Amur is now officially a slap from every SI too. That makes it even more dangerous now for the survivors. Alright, they're going to go in. The infected, they're going to try to do it. They get a nice 2-charge pull on the 2-charge target. Nice M2 and shutdown. Can he skeet the hunter? And he skeets the hunter. What a job. One health Amur has killed the jockey and the hunter all by himself.
Thanks, Nick.
So right now, they've gotten 515-point distance. Amur gets the kill at 1 HP. Let's see how much more they scavenge from Amur clearing his teammates. So far, they have not gotten anything yet. Alright, now it is starting to go up. Can they find one more set of pills? They do. They get it in cap, though. They should hold the set of pills. Jockey is inside there. It gets a separation. Charger's coming in to clean it up. The Charger does, and that's going to be a wipe. There we go. Skyrise manages to get the job done, but not till Upper Moons gets a chapter score of 527, and their total campaign score will be 1,298. So if they get 700 points, that's the distance alone. They will need an additional 13 points to get the W. So they need 13 health bonus is it. It's not unreasonable to do, but they have a lot of map to take. And since this map has the choke point in the middle that you have to take on the train, you're taking a lot of SI attacks before the end of this map comes. As it will be the final chapter, the second half of the map, and the final match of the week of the Luo-shen Invitational Tournament before we go on to next week's round of Parish. So what do you guys think? Skyrise going to clutch it out? Or is Upper Moon's going to be able to hold on to this lead as we go live to the final chapter of this match? It's going to be Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and Spinner. Opening attack for them to deal with. Let's see exactly how they're going to take it. Looks like Coach is going to take point. Coach is front shotgun. Since Kryja is not here, NF is going to take the lead. They're going to send the attack in now. The Hunter is going to land in the safe room, which means no spit damage is going to land because the pre-spit. They're going to kill the spitter. Now the Boomer should die after that. And now they have a quad try coming in and a little bit of a spit delay as well.
I'm going with the golf club. Reloading. Hey, I'm reloading. Reloading.
Alright, they traverse outside. Spawns are about to be up already since there was a spit block. They haven't gotten very far. Smoker, Charger, Jockey, and Hunter. It's going to be a quad try.
Reloading.
This will be the first quad try of the map for Upper Moons. See how many they're going to try here. Skyrise slows down to take this a little bit more cautious and smartly. This can be a lot of damage as spawns for the infected are also above the survivors. Alright, they're going to send the spawns and they get a pull separation. They're not going to charge. They're going to send everything else in. They're just going to get as much damage as they can. The Charger's going to take the pull target. One slam goes out. I mean, they did get a separation onto NF and put the Charger on him. They got some decent damage, but considering that was a quad try and they've taken 2 attacks so far, I don't think that's too bad if you're Skyrise, and I think you'll be happy with it right now. Boomer, Spitter are the first 2 spawns up, always following a quad, and then they get the Jockey and the Hunter. I would send it pretty quickly here. I don't think they're going to be able to do much damage on the run back. They're going to spawn the Jockey, which send the survivors running backwards. Hunter comes in as well, but the Jockey does land on the separated Coach, followed by a 2 from 2, and a lot of spit damage going out onto Rochelle too. Skyrise eating it a little early before the tank. HP is already down to 78%, and it's all off of NF mainly. A little bit off Frey, but they still have 2 survivors at 100, one at 31, and one at 85.
Reloading.
Alright, this is a smart play here. They know there's a quad, they're going inside. You might just see a 2 damage stumble, and that's what we're going to see. And then some slaps. Okay, so may not have looked like a lot, but that actually did quite a bit of damage. I took the bonus all the way down to 58% HP. So my math is correct, that was 22% damage on the HP from being in that little room. I like how the Charger went for the damage. I think he should have did it on the other side of the wall. Probably didn't because the door was blocking the other side. As they get a pounce in the back, that is a nice 2 cap by Upper Moons. Oh, it's a massive amount of damage going out. HP already down to 42%.
Reloading here.
They've still not suffered an in-cap, but they do have 2 survivors slow. They still have another hit to take before this tank. And they're going to have to play this tank aggressive. They are not going to be able to run this back. They do not have the health for it. Alright, Charger's going to spawn up front. So is the Smoker. Hunter gets skeeted though. Jockey latches for a moment, gets cleared. Smoker pulls on a Nick for a moment, gets cleared. I think the Charger got deleted before he reached any of the survivors, and now they should start going forward. They need to start making up some ground here. And hopefully get to the bridge area before the spawns are up. Which are wisely holding on to their spawns, but that will deplete the rest of this horde. So now the horde is dealt with. They're on 40% progression. Boomer Spitter is going to follow that quad try. And the Hunter and the Charger are going to be the other 2 cappers. Coach is going to take point. Bringing up the rear is going to be Nick. Ellis and Rochelle will remain in the middle. Boomer Spitter are also in the back. Hunter's looking for a wall kick. Hunter's going to try to separate the survivors. Charger is not going to be able to get that spawn in between. Hunter gets skated as well. A little bit of free spit damage goes out, but there's not going to be much at all. That was a good take. Oh, and what a 2 charge. But most important, nobody died. And this tank is about to spawn. I think they should down an F and pop the pills. I really think they should.
Weapons here. Man.
And there they do. Okay, I think it's a smart play, but I think they waited too long. They're actually going to get an attack here. They have a jockey, Hunter, and a smoker. Are they going to go with it real quick? No, they're going to wait for the pickup. Hunter's going to get a few scratches. A pull separation on Rochelle. Jockey's going to go forward, get M2'd, and smacked with a golf club by Ellis.
Good to go.
And the survivors are running back. I don't know about this. And they pop their pills. I don't know, chat. I don't agree with that. They've needed everything. And I think they needed to play up in this tank. Super aggressive. They needed to go all out. Go out or go home. And they're going to play it safe. I completely disagree with this call. I want to know what Kryge's opinion on this is. If they should push this tank or if they should run back like this with the health they were at. Yeah, where's Kryge? Alright, they're going to send the attack in. Hunter gets skeeted. Pull goes out. Charger gets a punch, though. And right now, the health the survivors for the health is going to be 57, 56, 65, and 58. 3 bleeding. They're going to try to AI. Okay, he's AI. They AI'd him. Yep, and Slay will not get to play his tank. And now he's going to play the bleed game. He's going to run it forward as far as he can. Alright, the AI tank is making his way in. They're going to have a quad with this tank, I believe. When they commit. Oh, they actually just sacked the boomer, so they're only going to have 3. Hunter, Jockey, and Charger. Alright, so he drops down, throws a rock. Of course, it's way too short. They're looking to kite this tank as the support's going to come in right now. The charge's going to go. He gets a nice 2 charge. I don't think the rock landed, though, but it was a beautiful 2 charge. The rest of the SI is not going to land. He's going to throw a rock. He's not going to land it, and this should be a dead tank. He should not get any punches. They need to shoot him. Okay, and there they do. So that's going to be a nice take by Skyrise, but they backed up, and now they have to progress through the map again, which is what I was concerned about. And not only do they need to make it all the way through the map, but they're only 24% of the way through the map. The Charger misses. 1 boom goes out. Free spit goes out. Boom's going to go in and try to proxy, and it's not going to. Oh, no.
Hey, look out!
Reloading.
30% progression through the map.
Hey,
Skyrise needs to make safe room, just not make it. They need a sliver of bonus.
Everybody grab a weapon.
Not much at all either.
Reloading.
Grabbing a shotgun.
They're going to send the spawns in. Charges come from a mile. Lands, but gets cleared before reaching the 10-point barrier for damage. And that was a pretty clean tank by Skyrise, but again, they are just crawling. So they're going to eat attacks. That is actually, I believe, the 3rd one post-tank, maybe 2nd. I lost track counting. Alright, they are now on the bridge, and they have officially gotten halfway through the map. So now they have to traverse another 50%. They're going to get a pull separation onto Rochelle. It does land. Long charge gets melted. Maybe a spit delay as they take the long route running out of it. They should just went through forward at that point, but they do take another attack clean. Bonus is at 14% HP, 84% DB, 29.1% total.
Everybody grab a weapon.
I'm reloading.
Reloading.
Jockey, Boomad, Hunter, and Charger are now the spawns up. Looks like the Hunter's going to try for a wall kick. He does get it in the back. They get the end cap. Now they should try to troll this. Nobody's watched the Boomer spawn, so now they're going to have some commons to come in and delay this. this pickup.
What in the hell have you gone into
And now we
now?
should see. No one's watching the back of that shack spawn. Should they send spawns in now? No, they're gonna wait. Actually, interesting.
Reloading.
This ain't right.
Man, this right here hurts something fierce.
So NF is 1 scratch now.
Reload.
Oh shit! Watch out!
As they took the last attack at 60% of the way through the map, and they've only gone 5%, and now they're going to take another one. So this is way too many attacks to be taking at close range. Smoker's going to try to go out. That's actually a very good shutdown from the... Oh, what a good attack. Oh, and the 2 in caps are going to hurt. That's going to suck up the DB. Oh, no, for Skyrise. And Upper Moon's going to be very happy with that hit.
Thought that was it for you.
It's going to be so
One more
close.
time down and it will be.
Much
All right, they have a survivor black and white. But now they all can crawl at a little bit of a faster speed.
Reloading. Reloading.
Alright, coming up on the left side of the train tracks here. There is a hittable. It's unusable since the tank is already dead. They're going to send spawns in. Hunter's going to come from the top. Jockey's going to come from the back just to get the end cap. The Charger is going to get killed. And now this is going to be Frey's second down. No, first down, actually. They have two survivors, black and white, already. One at 16 and one at 17 HP. Oh, it's going to be close.
Reloading.
Distance is going up so slow, though.
Screw me. I'm not gonna make it.
Reloading.
This is some grim shit.
If survivors can make the safe room, this would be probably the third or second last hit they will get for it. They're going to send the Charger, and the Charger lands. The pole goes out, gets M2'd. Rochelle is going to get in cap. Venom is dead. And I think that will be a GG. Let's see what happens when they get the pickup. I don't know what the bonus will be like after it. They're going to need over 100 after they get the pickup here.
I'm surprised
Thanks,
the last
how old
two
are
I
you?
don't think that's enough. It's 85
I need
points.
to find some help.
They find the set of pills, but he pops them. They needed those points, but he was black and white. Oh, it's so close. All right, Boomer's going to get 2 proxy. Charger's going to go forward. Miss, though. Jockey gets the separation. Jockey on a black and white survivor forward. The spit's going to separation. And that should bring this game to an end. Coach is going to die. NF is now dead.
Rochelle.
Hunter's going to get a kill from behind, and that is going to get the wipe as the GGs come out. So that is going to be Upper Moons getting the W over Skyrise with a score of 1,298 and to Skyrise's 1,109.